Cover crops can play a valuable role in weed management programs. Yet, including them in your weed control program requires more management. In this segment of Weeds Playbook, Meaghan Anderson, Iowa State University Extension Field Agronomist, discusses the role they can play in weed control and also the increased management that they require.
Cover crops can definitely play an important role in many aspects of our management systems. And so we want to think about cover crops that are going to produce a lot of biomass. Those are typically going to be our small grain type species. Cereal rye is definitely one of the tried and true species that we would plant here in Iowa and produces a lot of biomass. We also need to think of other ways that we would manage that cover crop in order to maximize its ability to reduce germination of weeds or emergence of weeds. If we're thinking about managing that cover crop for massive biomass, we want to think about several factors. So things like planting date, earlier is better typically, seeding rate, higher to a point, right? We don't want to skimp too much on that seeding rate. And then how we're going to seed it, right? If you're going to suppress weeds, you want it to suppress it similar to how a residual herbicide would, right? Where you're getting coverage across the whole field. So if we're seeding it, making sure that you're either seeding it with a drill or seeding it in some way that you're getting really even cover is important. Cover crops and weed control is something that we can do, but it requires a real change in mindset and typically a change to our production systems. So for somebody who likes to plant soybeans as early as possible, likes to use, tillage, some of these things are not going to fit very well with this system. So we definitely need to be thinking about it as a full management change to the system and be committed to it.
Cover crops have much potential in an integrated weed management program. Still, much attention must be made so they remain an asset and not a liability in a cropping system. For more information, check out Successful Farming Magazine's Weeds Playbook and Soil Health Digest for more information on this topic and others.